Okay, we're back. We've got a Prothean artifact thing to go to. Actually, I'm going to turn my audio down a bit for this. There we go. Orb! Where art thou? Orby! This way. The orb. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small irregular slot on the underside. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly, your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life: the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there's the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. Its call a deafening roar as it descends from above. Swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Elitania, lying on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you, undamaged, and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light, and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you have seen, the memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter, captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results at their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you will probably never solve. Forget about it. Also, somehow, dropping the bitrate has made me drop even more frames. I don't get it. Oh well. we did the orb. Well, time to go to Pharaoh's. For some reason, the B button hangs sometimes. It doesn't let me back out. There we go. Ooh, Prothean data disk. Anyway, time to go to Pharaoh's. Exogeny Corporation. Well, time to do the thing. Why, hello there, Shepherd. What is this? Master barrier. Bonk. Excuse you. Time to leave. Ooh.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
So remember, our objective for tonight is to get the super duper ultra mega prototype shotgun that will destroy everything in a single shot. Right now I only have a super cool shotgun that is basically a sniper rifle at short range. David Al-Talakani.
We saw your ship. Faidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who?
Who's Faidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Great job, my guy. Nothing stops sniper shotgun. Come on out, buddy. Whoa. For some reason, the game wouldn't let... Oh, wait, right. Mass Effect 1, it does that. Oh, goo boys. Wibble wobblers. Ooh, bad for that guy.
Area secured.
Hello.
To the tunnels. Make sure.
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Glad to see some soldiers. Our numbers.
Doubt if there's the Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
The Geth are mounting another attack.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Well,
the heart of the colony!
time to use shotgun.
Take cover!
Hi. Ah, really? Actually, barrier. What you gonna do now, kid? Get on the ground.
Clear.
Let me up, please.
Update Vidan on the situation before we move on to wherever the Geth are bunkered. He's the closest thing left to proper channels.
Yeah. We need to get a lot of items. You don't need another sniper rifle, Tally. But I need as many, I don't know, decent quality weapons so I can sell them and make lots of money. Monk.
Oh god, they're everywhere!
Oh, she dead. Oh, that's a drone. That's a dead drone. Oh.
Perimeter secured.
I went the wrong way. Okay. Here we go. Yeah.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
I'm just glad your colony is safe.
I appreciate your concern and your efforts against the Geth.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Help me find what the Geth are after, and you'll all get out of here alive.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the EditionP2 headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
How do I get there?
The Skyway leads directly to EditionP2 headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
Good.
Every Geth I kill brings me one step closer to Saren.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
We'll get going then.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright. Side quest time. Hello, weird people.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varren meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varren, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I have a ship.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
Alright, first side quest.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Water person.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I have to go.
I wish you luck.
Actually, nah. Into the tunnels. Yay. Tunnel time. Where's this go? Oh, okay, we're back here. Unless this is a different place. No, it might be the same. Upgrade kit. Shredder rounds. Polonium rounds. Shredder rounds. Ooh. Tons of toxic damage. I like it. Tactical Frogger. I'm in. Ooh, heavy armor that I can immediately sell. Nice. Whoa. Wait, why am I back here? I don't want to be back here. This way. Save the game.
This
valve.
valve looks like part of a larger. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
Doesn't look like it's been activated yet, though. We should keep looking.
Then keep looking we shall.
Perimeter secured.
I didn't miss a water thing back here, did I? I did. Ooh, water's on.
There! That did it! The system is active.
Actually, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. What was I doing? Right. Hey, it's Crazy Man. Hello, Crazy Man.
You don't want to go down there.
Who are you?
What are you doing down here?
Not what I
Nothing should
asked.
be, and anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
You okay,
What's
my
the matter
guy?
with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
What do you mean?
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for, looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! Ah! Trying to get to the... Dying!
This one is no longer fit. We should leave him.
Kill it! No. Can I help?
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle... Time's up. Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Heads up.
Geth behind us! Ooh. Hey, man.
I won't do it. I won't. I can't. I won't do it.
Let's see. I think one of these things will open. Also, I made $2,000. Ooh, just about $100,000 more, and we're good. Let's see. Not that way. There aren't that many ways to go, game. Come on now. Here we go. Save the game. Really now? I'm being jammed. Who would want to jam me? Oh God! They'd want to jam me. Well, unfortunate for you, carnage. Nice try, buddy. Shoot, Shepard! Get on the ground. Wow, they actually broke the barrier. That's a whoa! Those are Krogan. Tally, no! Tally, on your feet.
I owe you one.
Yes, you do. Nah. There's another guy! Stop! These, what are they?
All clear.
Plutonium rounds? No. Plananana. I don't know, man. Technician's kit. Well, that's busted. Ooh. Cryo rounds. Polonium rounds. That's what they're called. Alright, not what I was looking for, but I guess that did stuff. I'm looking for where I need to go for the Varen. Right here. Yay. Hello? Oh no, doggo. He's doggo. Shoot the doggo. My man, why are you... Stop. You people aren't very smart. Where's Big Boy Varen, eh? There he is. He goes through shields. Pag leader of these feral scavengers. Well, that'll be Varen meat for everybody. Malfunctioning object. Ooh. Sludge container. Ooh. Stiletto. And Krogan armor I can sell. I'll take that. Well, that's all the side quests done. Wait, is that a Mako? No, it's one of those giant trucks. Alright, well that's a bunch of side quests done. Which means it's time to leave. Oh, never mind. Yes, I know, game. Go, people. They're not going.
Rally round.
Rally round! Got him. Freaking atomized. Never stood a chance. Alright, time to go back, talk to everybody, give them stuff. Give them the goods. Yeah. Time to turn in my side quests and hopefully make lots of money. Yeah. Money, 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 give me stuff. Actually, I think I can tell. Do you?
Commander, what can I do for you?
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. They won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
You mentioned something about a food...
Davin Reynolds is tasked with...
I'll talk to you when I learn.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander. Commander.
Okay. Whatever. Yo, my man.
Hello again, Commander.
Alpha's
I killed
dead.
the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
Alright.
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble. It's not much.
Ooh. $5,000.
Nice work with those. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
Yes.
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells...
Paragon and $5,000.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble.
11,000. Wait. Did I need 200,000 or 300,000? Surely not 300,066. Or 366,000.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies.
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I mean.
Yeah, I'm not interested in what you're selling, buddy. Oh. Wait, can I buy back? Yeah, I want that combat scanner back. Ouch. Hold on 1 second, friend.
Is there something I can do for you?
Let me see what you have.
Of course.
Alright, time to leave. I've got a shotgun to buy. How do I get out of here?
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination.
I just hope that the shotgun I'm going to buy is like this, the shotgun I have right now. Because it's really good, even if it doesn't have spread. Even if it is a slug shooter. Slug thrower. Wait. Oh wait, we're already landed there. For a second I thought I wasn't allowed to go back. That'd be crazy. To the Citadel! Alright, we gotta go buy the new shotgun. Forward, comrades! Time to leave.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Alrighty. Door, please. Thank you.
I'd love to see what the Normandy can do in a fight.
How so? The Normandy is built for stealth, not combat.
But the stealth drive adds a new tactical level to space combat as we know it. Surprise attacks, undetected flanking maneuvers.
If it comes to a fight, I'd prefer a flotilla ship. It's easier to trust what you've worked on yourself.
Alright, to the requisitions office. I need my super shotgun, and I need it now!
Hello, Commander.
Hi.
Show me what. I'll open the rare stocks.
Where's the shotgun? There it is. Wow, I went way overboard. It was only 266,000. This one's 304,000. Give me the shotgun. My God. That's a lot of damage. Gimme. So this is my shotgun right now. It does that. Equipment. Shotgun. Switch shotgun, please. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I get 3 upgrade slots? My God. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, oh God. So this thing is basically the same shotgun. Because it hits... It puts one shot right in the middle of where I'm aiming, and then it puts 6 other ones around the circle. Oh, God.
Hello, Commander. I'll open the rare stocks.
You don't have, like, upgrades, do you? Nah. Dang, I'm poor. That's a nasty assault rifle. Anyway, Tally. Oh, I leveled up again. Tally! You get new shotgun. You get my shotgun. The super shotgun. And so yeah, mine's got polonium rounds, the Mark II heat sink, and we'll go get something else for it later. Nice. Alright, let's go. No, shotgun.
Your choice in armor is awfully limited, Tally. Couldn't you wear something without a helmet?
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
So your people are forever wandering, and now they couldn't settle if they wanted to. I'm sorry.
Oh, sadness. Ah. Alright, let's go save Pharaohs with the super shotgun. Hiya! Hey!
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
To Pharaohs. Also, I think after we do Pharaohs, we'll do the asteroid thingy DLC thing. And I'm not sure if there's any other DLC for Mass Effect 1. Alright. Time to go outside and see just how good the super amazing mega shotgun is. Time to leave. Garrus! Tally. Let's go.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Shepard's got a very
Log.
square
The
head.
commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
You people still alive? We okay down here?
At least we have time to regroup.
Alrighty. Also, what's my Paragon at? Not you. Dang, Paragon's going up there. Oh no! I don't know how I feel about this shotgun now.
And now to the Geth base.
I think it's spreading that 300 damage over the 7 shot, like the 7 hits or whatever. Not each being 300. Not great. Not great. We'll have to see. Help! Oh no! Ah! Ah!
Picking up a comm signal. Student pinpoint, but there's definitely
I'm going in. Hey, buddy. Ouch. Alright, tactical frogger. I'm in. Bunch of useless guns.
Dealing with the geth is more important.
Hello, housekeeping. Hello.
That's close enough.
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Stand down, weird man.
I suggest you put that weapon down unless you're ready to use it.
Don't worry about him. He only cares about the company.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving, but the Geth really hit them hard.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you. But I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
Shut up.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is she?
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
I'll find her.
She's in there. I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if...
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
Oh, yeah?
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job.
I'm listening.
Good. Good.
What is it about you that makes people assume we enjoy being in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto the
I'll look
servers.
around if I get the chance.
I appreciate. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
Alright, we're done here.
These people had their shot. That's more than some get.
Okay. Cryo rounds, polonium rounds. Except slightly worse polonium rounds. Raptor 5. Where'd the Mako go? Oh, there the Mako go. Mako. Whoa. Oh.
Resistance will be extremely heavy once we are inside.
I can get it in! I'm coming in there! As soon as I figure out how to drive this thing. Ah! Come on! Start to go sideways, please. Ah, forget it.
Heading to position.
Oh well.
Take out those hostiles!
Calm down, Tally. I win. Whoa. More damage. Yeah, I could put a combat scanner on it. Or I could give it a rail extension and make it spookier. Let's see here. Aha.
This looks like a one-way drop, Commander.
Yeah. Well, we're stuck here. Forever. Dead Varen.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Varen.
Do I look like either? Who are you?
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out, as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? What is that exactly?
It's an indigenous life form. ExoGenny was studying it.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Fair enough.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Alright, let's go do it.
I'll look in.
Good luck with that field.
Hey look, doggy. Bad dog.
Good as new.
Good as new. Yeah. Alright, let's go do the thing.
Stupid machine. Access encrypted file. No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Oh. Alright, this shotgun's pretty good.
ExoGenny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
Zoo's Hope?
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
Are you saying ExoGenny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
No wonder they were behaving so strangely.
Your pilot should be warned.
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We need to drop that field and get back to Zoo's Hope.
BI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to standby mode.
Alright, let's go. Oh, this room. Hey, nerd! Bonk!
The Geth use these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
The Geth don't waste much finessing their landings. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weak.
This place seems almost peaceful. Do you think the Geth were using this room as some kind of religious temple?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume they seek understanding from a higher power.
We're good.
Fire in the hole!
Oh. Thanks, people. Really helped me out there. Oh.
Not now, Shepard.
The Geth use these claws to anchor their ships to the sides of buildings.
The Geth don't waste much finessing their landings. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
It will be difficult. We can check the other claws for weaknesses, but the Geth are very thorough.
This place seems almost peaceful.
Oh.
Do you think the Geth were using this room as some kind of religious temple?
The Geth blur the line between organic and synthetic life. It's natural to assume.
What's this way? Room. Stairs. Tactical Frogger, go. Oh. Wait, let me go down the stairs first. Ow. Hurricane. Whoa, Super Shredder. Nice. Save the game. Barrier time. What you got, boy? Nice. Forward, people!
Same as before, we don't have the ordnance to blow this claw. Let's keep looking.
May not have the ordnance, but we do have a computer. Hey, robot nerd! Grenade. Whoa! Ow. I'm going in. My barrier. I mean, also, yeah. What? All right, puzzle time. Okay. Bye-bye, Geth ship. Have fun.
Very good. The field barring the exit will be down. Now we can go deal with this Thorian creature. I hope that ship was full of those Geth bastards.
Keep your guard up. There still might be a few Geth inside the base.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
This is shore party.
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the Thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them, if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party. Come in.
Roger.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Nice.
Thanks for the heads up, Joker. You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Okay. Oh god. Any day now. Any day now. We're getting shot here. Level 3 hazard, what?
What was that all about?
Well, time to leave. Nah, I'm joking. Alright, someone's about to get super shotgunned. Hello. Yeah. Alright, what's going on down here? What's happening?
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know it happened on a cruise. This doesn't have to end like that.
Stay calm,
Talk
buddy.
this out. Nobody needs to get hurt.
Nobody's got to get
You don't understand,
shotgunned.
It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
The Thorian.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian? Or should I?
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
What? I don't have enough Paragon? No.
I won't let you hurt these people anymore.
If that's the way it has to
As
be.
if we don't have enough problems.
It's my fault. I knew.
So what now, Commander?
I'll deal with the
The
Thorian.
colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed
There's
to do?
gotta be another way.
How did I not have
There
enough
is.
Paragon?
You could safely use a nerve agent.
Like a gas grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do
Excellent.
what I
Thanks.
We'll stay out of your way.
I have a ton of Paragon, barely any Renegade, and I didn't have enough. Just in case anybody gets any ideas, right, security?
Exogeny Corps appreciates your cooperation. In a few weeks, none of the colonists will remember this place.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again.
$10,000 on a level up. Oh yeah, anti-thorian grenades. Need to make sure I load that anti-thorian gas. There we go, and I've got 6 grenades plus blunt force trauma works just as good. If not better. Wow! Hey, look! A guy.
What was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
Leave the colonists.
Even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Very well, Commander. Let's go.
Me in the Mako. I'm going in there in the Mako. Alright, take cover. There's colonists up there. I'm going in for the bonk. Bonk. I got a 2 for bonk. Yeah. I gave those boys a good bonking. It's nice that I actually have a manual melee button, because in the original, like the original Mass Effect one, your melee was triggered basically just on proximity to the bad guy, which was really finicky. Down! Carnage! Nailed him. Bonk. Ow. Ow. Ah! Bonk! Bonk! Upgrade kit. Gotcha. Didn't do anything. We're good.
Can you make sense of the controls?
Maybe. Nerd. Just do the lifty, and there we go.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
Oof. It's a shame they didn't put a thing in there where it was actually out of 17 colonists and it ticked down to 16 after that. But oh well. Alright, it's time to beat Pharos. Let's go. Renegade +0. Nice. Let's go. I've still got anti-thorian grenades, so that's neat. All the enemies we're going to fight are basically going to be thorian things. And there it is. On your feet, ugly.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it...
What
is that?
That's a plant.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be
problematic.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Okay.
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
Let the colonists go right now.
Release them now.
No more will the Thorian listen
Principle.
to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground.
I'ma die. Barrier. It'll take more than... Did I just poison myself? I think I just poisoned myself by walking into her evaporating corpse. No, it won't. Get down. Get down. You think you're special or something, clone?
Over here.
What? Boy. Sniper rifle right now. Moving on.
It's done. I'm sure of that. We need to find more of these.
Well, let's go find more of these things.
That thing is
Ew.
In all our one.
Yeah. Yuck. That clone didn't last very long. Oof. Oh hey, it's the Asari clone. Carnage, no! Garrus, my boy! Whoa. Tungsten rounds. Nope. You're running out of creepers, Thorian! Dang it! How far back am I? Oh no!
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Who are you?
How did you end up inside that thing?
My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you all right?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
Ah, you're welcome. There we go. Maximum charm. About time. Also, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Bonk. Time for do job save thing. Yes. Look at all the people I saved. Oh, Garrus is poisoned. Oh well. Ledra.
I never thought I would be so thrilled. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined, filtered.
What's your plans now?
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
Let me see what you have
Of
in
course.
stock.
Return in the future, and I may...
Whoa. 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 40,000? Eh. Eh. Oh. Oh. These things are pricey. Oh. Omega Super Polonium rounds. No.
Greetings. What can I...
Let me see
Of
what...
course.
Yeah, it should be enough. Oh, time to leave. We can go back to the Citadel, get all of the experimental guns. 'Cause fun.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Are you okay, Commander? You look a little pale.
It's that damn cipher. That Asari messed you up good. And for what? We still don't know where to find the stupid conduit. What a waste.
Give it time.
She said it could take a while. I needed the cipher. It's going to lead us to the conduit. I'm just not sure how yet.
We still have another lead, Commander. That Asari scientist in the Artemis Tau cluster, the Matriarch's daughter. She's an expert on the Protheans. Maybe she knows something.
Don't worry. We'll deal with her soon enough. Crew dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, ExoGenny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
I help everyone, jerk. Sparatus.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Paragon +2. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go talk to people again. Then we will go... Yard. We will go and get all of the super crazy guns. And maybe new armor. For me. Look at him. Those cold, dead eyes. Let me off the elevator. People. Gathers!
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
My God.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
Goodbye. No, what'd you
So
find?
how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies, then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran. blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. You just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Give it to me.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Alrighty. Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Yeah?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Goodbye. No.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Dang. Brutal. Shepard is so unhealthy, man. He can barely run. Tally.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
You seem happy.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Saren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
I'm responsible for trillions! No.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What if we save the galaxy?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
Ooh. Side missions. But first Citadel, then DLC. Now Shepard's going to aggressively stare at this sliding wall.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
From who?
Is it the Ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
The comm room. What do we got?
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
What you got?
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Alrighty. Now we go get super guns. To the Citadel one more time. Actually, I just thought of something. I'll check it out on the way back. Well, time to leave. The Citadel.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
You seem to be attracting unwanted attention, Tally. Several passerbys were staring at you.
Many think less of Quarians for traveling in the flotilla and for creating the Geth. They see us as scavengers, little better than thieves.
It is natural for people to dislike rootless wanderers. If Quarians would just settle another homeworld, you would not run into such concerns.
Time to go get super guns. Yeah. Requisitions, officer. You know the drill.
Commander. I'll open the rare stocks.
You better open the rare stocks, son. Whoa. Boy. Wait. Wait a minute.
Hello, Commander. I'll open the rare stocks.
What did I buy? Am I stupid? Yes. Probably. Still can't afford the stupid sniper rifle. Give me that. You're kidding me.
Hello, Commander.
Hi.
I'll open the rare stocks.
Dang. Just a few bucks short. Well, let's check out this thing.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni.
Oh, hey, Comey, how you doing?
With the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
I just got done buying a bunch of basically the best guns in the game. Look at my shotgun.
Stand by, shore party.
Sadly, I wasn't able to get all of the super guns. I'm missing the sniper rifle. I'm a couple thousand monies short. But, shouldn't be too hard to get.
The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
Also, right now, I'm probably... Am I almost done with the game? Not really. We've still got... Let's see. We pretty much just got done with Pharos. The first stream we beat Navaria. Or no, was it? No, in the second stream I think we finished Navaria. Right now, I went through all of Pharos. We have this thing to do. We have Vermeer over here to do, which is new. I have the DLC to do. Then there's probably one other big thing, and then there's a bunch of little quests. Right now we're going to go over to this asteroid. Let's see here. Terra Nova. Oh, hey, look, it's a place that isn't... Nah! Let me use the B button! Did it again. There we go, finally. Okay, this place is horrible. Now we go to a rock. Time to land on Rock Town. And I do believe this is the DLC. Take Garrus and Tally. Space. Rock. In space.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours.
Oh no.
Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Maybe.
You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die.
Mako time!
God, I hope you're hearing this.
I'm not. I'm too busy being happy that I get to do this again.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn.
Aha! Turret! Building. Helmet. Alright, let's go into building. Hopefully there's somebody to shoot in here. I want to test out this new assault rifle. It goes shoot very fast. But first, looting. Oh, dead man. No. What's up, nerds?
Batarians.
Oh. Oh god. Oh my gun. Any day now. Melee mode! Ow! Well, it works alright. I still like the shotgun. Alright, what's in this building? Why am I inside of this building? What's through this door? Button. Tactical Frogger. Go. Okay, the controls are wonky. There we go.
The torch is offline. Was that you?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes and yes.
What's going on? Who are you?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova. We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
What do they want?
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything,
I've gotta go. Good luck.
Oh no. Millions of people are going to die. Ooh. Fancy stuff. Who are you?
Hey.
Hey. Nice job.
I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
Did it look like I'm hurt?
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well, guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I am human. Nah.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, right.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Also, I think this is the only time that Batarians actually show up in this game. I'm not sure, but I can't remember seeing any other ones. They show up a lot more in 2 and 3. Alright, what do we got? We got that one. Got a torch. Got a torch. And the main facility. And we also have this thing over here. What do we got? Boy, you gonna make me climb a mountain for this? Easy, Mako, easy. Box. Space box. I've located the space box. Let's see here. Okay. Radio controls.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference.
Maybe.
Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback.
Well, there's the blasting caps.
If I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Yes, I know. Shut up, Normandy, VA. Wait, can I actually shoot these? No. I'm going in. Oh, we're being shot at. That's great. You suck. Rocket! Also need to switch my grenade launcher to high explosive. Grenade! I'm in. Sort of. Tally, why are you using a sniper rifle? Stop that. Shotgun time. Alright, time to break in. What is this? Oh. I can literally just walk back out. We're fine. Shotgun. Baton. What's this? Stop throwing things at me. And my gun's overheated now. Freaking engineers. Ow. They've got us pinned good. Oh no. Barrier. We're good. I win.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off.
Oh no, the Batarians are mad.
Charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Oh no.
Get away from there!
Oh
Don't
no.
shoot, please! No!
Batarian man.
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Well, we just lost a person. Oh well. Let's go, squad. We gotta get out of here. Get to that last torch. Bonk. Bonk. Exit building. Rock. Alrighty. Save the game. Hey, nerd. They've got dogs. Doggo. Dumb guy. Yeah, you do that, man. Bonk. I win. I win.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
Oh, yeah?
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
How so?
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Bollock will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Alex, hold up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Doggo. Storage locker, tactical frogger. To the main facility. After I save. into the building. Hey, grenades. Yay. Tree. Barrier. Oh no. Shield boost. This is problematic. Oh, hey, Tally. Did we won?
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
We won. Where do I go? That way. Maybe. Wait. You're still alive. How many more of you do I have to kill? Oh, wait, what?
Now it gets fun.
Die, human!
Oh.
You humans.
Oh, sup, nerd.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
A lot more.
I'm just getting started.
Predictable, but this is over. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
Over my dead body.
You don't get to leave, Balak. Not after what you've done.
What I've done? This is nothing compared to what's been done to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Don't make it sound like you're the innocent party here. You brought it upon yourselves.
Really? You invaded our space, took our resources, and when we asked the Council for aid, they brushed us off. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen.
Is that what Elysium was? A way to get our attention? Well, you got it. And when we responded, you ran like cowards. Now you want to start it all over again.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
My God. Well, actually, where exactly is he gonna go? Didn't his guy steal the ship that they came in on?
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Oh dear. Bomb. Big bomb go boom. Oh. Thanks for that, my guy. Is there a bomb here? No, it's on the second floor. Hey, look, a bomb. Tactical Frogger! Really? They're gonna make me play freaking Tactical Frogger for each bomb? Game. Barrier, please. Thank you. It's on the second floor. Thanks, game.
Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Oh, he won't get away.
Have you ever hunted, Simon? Actually stalked an animal in the wilderness?
Can't say as I have.
Hunting an animal requires patience and discipline. I'll wait for this Batarian animal to pop his head up again, and then I'll come down on him like the wrath of God.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Quarian armor? Really? Tyler, new stuff.
Quarian armor?
That's hard to come by.
We hired a few to help install the torches. They really knew their stuff. You're welcome to take it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Not yet. Can you think of anything that would help me find them?
See if you can tap into our transmission tower out on the surface. Their equipment sheds will show up on your sensors.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Colossus 6. Whoa. Look at that. Now Tally looks spooky. Dark side Tally. What's this? Oh. Nah, I'll release you. Hello, people.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
I wish I could have saved him, too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least, Aaron died in a place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Commander Shepard.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Alright, let's go get some stranded engineer people. Which way am I going? How'd I get in here? Oh, there we go. Simon. Alright, time to do the side quest for this DLC. Let's get us some engineer people. Climb, Mako! Climb! Climb like you've never climbed before. What's over there? Yeah, I know that's the main facility. No! Tactical Frogger repair. Let's do this. Got it. Survey station. Survey station. Survey station. Where we go? This way. Go! Hello?
Moving out.
Anybody here? Oh, that don't look good. Tactical Frogger. I'm breaking in. Hello? Is anybody in there? He's dead.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Oof. Well, that person's dead. That's not right. I broke the Mako! My aiming thing doesn't aim anymore. There we go. Hello? Oh. Oof. Dang. Well, he did. Technician kit. Let's see, can we get one alive? Oh.
Moving out.
Found the engineer. Oof. What did I just pick up? Well, time to report in. Everyone's dead. Building. Simon!
Say, Shepard, you didn't happen to find any of my engineers, did you?
What do you mean only two? I found all three.
I found two of them. Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard.
What do you mean I only found two? Exactly which corpse did I not sniff enough for it to count? Area map, what? Oh, I didn't find the right dead idiot. I see. I found some other dead idiot. Well, actually, no, we're going back. Because I'm not sure that's the right dead idiot either. In fact, it's not. They have freaking 2 decoy dead idiots to mask the real dead idiot. That's stupid. Oh. Never mind, there's footprints. Neat. Really now? I'm done now. There. Alright.
Say, Shepard, you didn't happen to find any of my engineers, did you?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Okay. Well, time to go home. Did our job. I am done. Okay. That's a DLC done, I guess. Ooh, tiny level. Bonk. Hey, I can wear medium armor now. Whoa. Very nice. Harpoon. Alright. I think I am done for tonight. 'Cause I am tired. Oh. Man. Take this over here. So, OBS freaking out like it likes to. Exit that. There we go. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, people. And, good night, people. Bye now.